I love you. You know I really love you. I really, really care about you. And I don't know. Oh man, I feel bad saying this, but I was kind of sad when we streamed together last week because I was like, oh, you can tell Cappy, she really did care about streaming. And although if it wasn't for the time, if it wasn't for the stress, she'd probably still be streaming. What if it was a podcast? A podcast is a bit less work. You have more time because I know that you want to do. I know you have a love for content creation, and I know that you're somebody that's super interesting to talk to. So I feel like, oh, I should talk to her about making a podcast. And I just didn't know. I wasn't sure. Like, oh, she can do a podcast about what? Fries, taters. They're all celebrate Thanksgiving, when really it was a yo Native American, nice. After surrender to British Columbia, nice. Oh yeah, yeah. I heard Thanksgiving is not I heard Thanksgiving isn't that's pretty of a celebration, right? So I want to say thank you for the term Native American because what I'm talking about when I was talking about the First Nation is basically Native Canadian. Native Canadian. That's exactly the term I was looking for. 42,000? Are you fucking kidding me? That's a lot of cash, dude. The problem is, yeah, I can buy it for 42,000, but how much I'm gonna sell it for? And again, since in other game they're gonna make item score, we're gonna tell you, oh, like this is actually a good item score. You should take it. Oh fuck yeah. Okay, I feel like you'd be a good person to do a podcast, right? I feel like you really like that. Plus, starting a podcast is super easy. You already have all the equipment, and you got a super sweet voice. I mean, come on. Can I just try? What's up, bro? Nah, what are you talking about? What are you? No, dude, your voice is sultry. Your voice is sultry. Like if you were calling me, if you were like a salesman trying to call me to sell me like Tupperwares, I would hang up right away. I would be like, okay, cool. And I would hang up on your face. Fuck that. That to get. Oh my god. Should I kiss you? No. Hey, it's a fucking frequency of notion. The voice you have is okay. So it's kind of. I'm kind of confused, right? So is the voice you have is because. So I know it has to do with the vocal cord, but it isn't genetic. You're not gonna inherit voice from your parents. So I don't know what actually is causing you to have a certain voice or not. And yo, you're the way you are. You have to rock with what God gave you. Is it for reals? Okay, so you're talking about like the accent and how much of this accent is pronounced and how much certain sentences or syllable or sounds are produced, and that's shaping your voice, right? This from where you're from? Oh, nice. Okay, cool. No, I'm not talking about accent, silly. I'm talking about like the tone of voice. Like if you're more masculine and feminine. I don't think it's from where you're from. Is it? If it is, bro, I've been wrong all my life. Yeah, it's kind of complicated. Yo, just roll with what you have. If you have God gave you a booty, rock with that booty. You know? Okay, found him. Nice. Meet Crazy Earl. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go. We're gonna fast travel. I can't find a fast travel point quickly. So you see, the game is fun, but kind of repetitive. So it's basically, do this level, do this side quest, be the boss, or you're gonna be able to move on. Right now we just beaten One-Eyed Jack, and they're like, oh, go meet Crazy Earl. It's gonna open the door for you for a new path. This is the third boss we have, the third area we are from. Thank you. I'm gonna say thank you instead of apologizing, because if I apologize, I'm gonna spend the whole day apologizing for fucking birds. And guess what? I'm done apologizing. Time for me to wear that crown. Time for me to wear that crown. Da 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 da. A bird from the man and say thank you. Da 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 da. If you're not happy, then suck it. Da 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 da. I'll rip in your face when I meet you. Da 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 da. Thank you, Montreal. Thank you, Montreal from Quebec. Haha. Let's get Crazy Earl. Let's see what's up with my dude. Why is it such a noise? Ooh, not too shabby, huh? I have a legendary assault rifle, dude. What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk? It's not for Thanksgiving, dude. Where I thought that Thanksgiving was like, cause you see. Oh man, that's because right now there's a. Oh my gosh, don't even get me started on Biden, right? But right now people are like, oh, America is going down, going down, going down, and everybody always say, oh, our country is going down. This is like something people say casually, as to complain, because we love to complain, right? But the fact that there's this history with the Thanksgiving, there's this history with fucking the Southern flag, the one where there's like a cross, a red cross with stars inside. People call it racist, you know? I mean, time do change and you have to move with the movement, but you can't rewrite history, and you have to, even if you understand what a flag means, doesn't mean that it doesn't have a story. It doesn't mean that you're inherently racist, you know? Maybe your father had this flag, maybe your grandfather had this flag, and maybe it was back then, it was like an inheritance. This is where you come from, you know? You can come from even if somebody come from a murderer family, you come from a rapist father, a murderous mother, it's not their fault, it's not who they are, right? It's not inheritance, right? They still have the same family name, they still have the same blood. It's not a matter of who my ancestor was, it's a matter of who I am right now. Sure, you can argue that the ancestors are basically the reason why we are who we are, because they're the reason why we got here. It's the reason why you live in a certain place and your environment is what it is, but you're your own person, you know? What was freaking? What was scary? Oh, the rumbling, yeah. Yo, Confederate flag, exactly. Like, yeah, I always hear it's racist, and it might be racist, but it might be racist, but from the angle of, oh, we must destroy every fucking flag that's Confederate. I'm like, do we? Like, I understand there's a history there. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but fuck it, it's life, bro. Life is gonna be full of people who don't agree with you, people with different mentality, and that's what makes the world a good place. Is because people with different mentality converge, and we find a common ground. It's not about always fighting. It's about what similar we have. How can we come together as a people, as a race, the human race? You know, and like some people are gonna say, I see some people comparing the okay, so this is a controversial topic. I see some people comparing the Nazi flag to the Confederate flag, and I think this is just crazy, bro. I mean, the Nazi flag was clearly a product of somebody's called evil. If you ask general people, oh, who is the founder of the Confederate flag, nobody's gonna be able to answer. But if you ask people who was the founder of the Nazi flag, it's gonna be Hitler, right? He didn't found the flag, but he founded the movement that was behind the flag. Is it because Hitler was a bad person that all of those flags should be burned? Like, yeah, they do carry like a history, and I think they should be like a copy of a flag in a museum, because no matter what we do, no matter how many flags we burn, and this is something I believe in, it's a fucking terrible flag. It's a terrible movement, bro. A million people. It was almost genocides. People are dying. But is there a reason to rewrite history? Yeah, if you rewrite history, is because you feel guilty, and if you feel guilty, is because you think that you share this moment, but no. You have nothing to do with it. Most people that were part of the second World War are all dead. So let's not rewrite history. Let's keep history the way it is. Let's keep it ugly. Because if you keep history ugly, we work together to make the future a better place. I find it so fucking stupid. Like, for example, I know it's a completely different subject, but there was riot in America. People taking down statue of